Good evening, folks. Where the heck am I? Dog meat, get out of the way. Wait a second, do the ghouls recharge in radiation? Did I never notice that mechanic before? Come over here, away from the rats. Yeah, they do. Holy crap. Get off my dog. Where are you, buddy? I gotcha, I gotcha. Come on, get out of the rads. Get out of the rads. Over here. Whew. Guess we get to put that rat away to good use. There we go. Medu GmbH, hey kinggath. I haven't played some settlements in a bit. Now I need a clipboard or something to recruit Soldiers HQ. Where do I get that? There's one sitting on top of the administration desk inside of HQ, which it's in the meeting room. You can also just craft one, I believe, at a city planner's desk. If you're new here, basically what we're doing right now is playing on easy mode. So I have all of the fiddly stuff in some settlements turned off, so it's less like a management game and more just like you know, an insta-win type of situation. We can just let the settlers build really fast and without having to think about it. This is kind of the mode that I anticipate people who came from SS1's world would want, to where they're not focused on adding new mechanics so much as just getting the ability to see settlers build things and upgrade them over time. So it's a very straightforward way to play some settlements. You get access to the plots, you plop them down, and you don't have to think about them again. Same thing with city plan. Last time, I think what we're doing, we're waiting right now for Jake to contact us for the next phase. So we've just been kind of collecting some settlements, building up some city plans, not really focusing on any particular quest line right now. Did we already do... Alright, so I think I already did that quest, right? So I've got everybody else set up here. Let's check our jobs and residential. Come here, bugs. Oh, swing and a miss. Oh wait, I'm a VATS character. That's right. I don't have to show you guys how bad I am at FPS gameplay. I don't need to charge my rifle before VATS. Oh, I thought that was one of those things you guys were warning me about with VATS, is that like sometimes if you have to reload in the middle, it's a problem. But is that, are you saying that's the opposite case? It's like a bonus to go in unloaded, so then I get a free reload time? Because if that's the case, that's pretty OP, and I'll take it. All right, can we pop that arm? Oh, try again. Try again. Fantastic. Oh yeah, that is real nice. The full charge on that, that's great. I love doing that, even if it's unnecessary. It just feels really cool. Inside the vertibird, this thing? Oh yeah, this is a vertibird. Okay, inside the vertibird, I'm looking for a key, and in the boat, there's a password. All right, let's get those things. There we got Stimpack Radaway. There we go. USCG holding cell key. All right. Another Coast Guard hat. And then the boat in the water. Where's the boat? In the boat. In here? There we go. So, yep, use the password here. Cool. What do we got? Hey. Oh, hello. Free money. Oh, look at all these shells. Holy cow. Jackpot. That's not a little goodies. That's a lot of goodies. Alright, where's this key for then? In here? Yep, holding cell key. Makes sense.
Nice.
Cool. 5% damage to scoped weapons, which I assume I'll be using sooner than later. Okay, now let's get on with our original mission. Trying to get to Egret. Oh god. Detour there to kill some super mutants. Oh, there's a whole bunch of landmines, aren't there? Dog meat, get out of here. No, come here. Get
over here.
out of there. Stay.
Wait there.
We're gonna do some surgery. Not much better. Hello.
Hey there.
Kid, I don't know who you are, but you better clear out before I go haywire and blast you.
Well, let's see here. So I guess we've got this place, so now we can turn it into a settlement. Let's do that. Or make a city plan. All right. So because we're in easy mode, we have leader requirement turned off. I believe we have city plan cost turned off. I think we can just do this. All right, let's tear it all down. Let's hope we get a good song we don't have to skip. We did. We can play it. We can definitely listen to this one. Can't enter HQ anymore. What should I do? I play on Xbox. Are you getting dropped to the dashboard, or is kicks you out of the game? Yeah, that would make me think that there's some sort of corruption in there. The only thing you could try and do is if you go outside of GNN and load up the Workshop Framework holotape, there's a tool where you could force reset the location. You know, not ideal for HQ, but it could at least get the crashes to end so that you could have a chance to re-enter and talk to characters and stuff. So we're going to load up the Workshop Frameworks control holotape. So what you would do is go outside GNN, which hopefully it's not crashing for you. Go to Tools and go to Remote Settlement Recovery and run this. And then when you exit, it should, after you exit the Pip-Boy, I think is when it comes up. And you'll get this menu, and hopefully GNN will show up there. Yeah, it does. So you can select GNN, and then it'll give you view recovery options, yes. And you're going to get this menu. Now, you won't have any of these power grid options on Xbox, but you should have reset location. Try that and see if it lets you get back in there. All right, so here's our little city plan. Did we get any settlers already? Not yet. Now, one of the options I could set on here to make this even easier mode, I didn't even think about this, is I could turn on faux power so that we don't even have to worry about power here. I think that may be on by default, but I'm going to double check. Let's go. Gameplay, city building, self-power objects. Yeah, let's turn self-power objects on. And what self-power objects on is it'll basically make it so that everything that gets built will just power without us having to build any power, so we don't have to worry about the settlers failing at creating power. So if you don't have the self-power on before you build the city plan, the only way to get it to apply to the current level of the city plan is to refresh. And refreshing the city plan is basically an emergency tool. Like it can leave a lot of junk behind and overwhelm your scripts. So I am not going to do it right now, especially because, oops. There's our settler losing a leg. Welcome to the party, buddy. Hope that wasn't your important leg for work. Okay. All right, we got our city plan going. We must have got at least 2 settlers based on how many things are building up here. What are we getting here? What are we getting? Maybe even 3. A residence. This looks like a recreational. Yep. Might have rolled a lucky 3 on that one. Okay, let's head to the amphitheater. Go check out Jake, and we'll start the slow march toward getting all the different plot types unlocked. So even though we actually have access to all of them because of city plans bypass all of our block content because we wanted to make sure that folks could see the full city plan designs that the designers created and not have to wait for them to unlock everything and then end up with a messy city plan, especially if they've got the designer's choice system on. So it's kind of like a plot hole in our system or in our quest design in our story that city plans do it, but the city plans were meant to be kind of locked until after you do the quest Who Can ASAM, but we decided to make them available from the get-go so that people on their subsequent playthroughs can kind of get moving a little faster. It's one of the same things we'll end up doing with the Chapter 3 mechanics is they will technically be introduced to you like after Chapter 2, but they'll actually be available to you right at the beginning of the game, so that way if you're on a second or third playthrough, you can play things a little bit differently. Nice. So like I know one of the causes of right in here when people have an issue is some of the ghoul replacer mods apparently cause some issues with with the sequencing in here, and they can
right address.
they can break things.
Records say a lot of ASAM stuff is delivered here.
So I think we probably went over this the first time I played this, but I'll go over it again. Just it's been a while since we played through all this. So there was originally a more complicated thing set up for this quest, but it was like more complicated from a implementation perspective, but actually way easier for everybody to understand how it worked. I think there's a line we cut in the holotape where he mentions like a button under the desk, and so you're supposed to like push that button, and then it was supposed to make it known how you get down here. And I think it was like we didn't really, when we were writing it, didn't plan out how we were going to make the button do something or what it was going to do exactly. It was just kind of like something would happen, and then so I came up with this loose floor mats solution, and it's on our, I got the hiccups now. It's on our to-do list to restore the button thing to make sure that if you do that, it then puts like, you push the button, makes a sound over here, and then puts a quest objective on the mat. So that way, if you listen to the holotape, which points you to the little button under the counter, then players who, you know, don't have to look up on the forum or who don't ever think to look down here because it's not intuitive to do so, will have the objectives show up to show them to do so.
Hey, nice work. Hidden trapdoor, huh? Now we're talking. Well, after you.
So I think when we first shipped with this, we didn't have any quest markers in here. You just had to like blindly hunt, and we got a lot of bad feedback on that. Of like, I don't want to run hunting for things. Like that's not what I signed up for. So then we came up with this system that I like as a compromise of as long as you get close to it, you get a marker. So like you can see as we get closer to it. So you just have to hunt a little because it's it's an interesting mechanic. I think 76 does something similar to this for some of their quests, but they might permanently mark them when you get closer. But at least we get kind of make the player search around and look at all the stuff that we designed. And then it's a new mechanic of rather than every mechanic just being kill thing, deliver thing, loot thing, which is what most of the Bethesda quests end up being. Like this is at least a find a thing.
Huh? What you messing with there?
Oh man, back up to max again. Probably too many brooms and shovels in my inventory. Come here, dog meat. Need you again.
Hey.
You are sworn to carry my burdens. What is this note? Reminder myself to find the damn key. Man's gonna kill him and find out if I accidentally locked our date money in the safe. What is that regarding? Clearly, like I think that's pointing to there's a way to get some extra loot here. Oh, that's right. The key is to get into here. That's where you can find a key somewhere in here to get into there, I believe.
Huh. This machine.
What is it saying? Fell out of my pocket when I was unloading those crates.
Seems picking up some
must
kind
be
of radio
tucked over
signal.
back over there somewhere.
Seems like it's trying to connect to something nearby. Hey, do me a favor. Go to that table with the ASAMs
There's
in
a
the
key to
other
the
room.
safe in the room with the holotape. Jake just looted. Ah, okay. Oh, there's the safe key. Oh, I see another ASAM poster hidden away. I love how these are, like, I always forget where these are all peppered through. Business Vulture did a great job putting those all over the place. If you've never gotten access to Ron's recruitment, you have to ask about his store here, and then you go follow the 2 leads he gave you, and then you can buy more leads from him.
You own this place?
You better believe it, baby. I built the Ron's Information Emporium from the ground up. What kind of
Oh, no, I guess we
person are
can
you
use it
looking
right
for?
away.
Strong, wise,
I thought we had
tough,
this locked behind
charming,
doing those
smart,
quests, but maybe I'm
fast,
wrong.
Lucky, name it.
I'm looking for someone.
Sure.
Lucky.
Here. This
Oh,
lead should
it is
get you
available
what you're
immediately.
looking
Okay.
for.
I wonder if we
Come
changed
back
that
again.
just to make sure
Yeah.
people weren't forced to complete the quest. But I remember that was a requirement at some point, because I think even after you recruit the Powells and either Anton or Audra, I think it tells you like you get a pop-up saying go talk to the Ron and ask him that thing to access it. Like there's an explanation of it because too many people were missing it, and it was always designed to be like a key feature of SS2 because we had all these, because before the SS2's main quest even got this far in writing, we had already dozens of the recruitable characters ready to go. Let us have a flirt dialogue option with Aiden in Chapter 3, you cowards. Sarek, you're being called out.
Face me, you coward.
Speaking of you coward. Oh my god, stop. More bugs. Alright, I think this might be our better bet. Nope, nope, nope. This is our better bet. Ah! Get off me! Oh. Oh god. I'm gonna get wrecked by a blood bug. No! No! Yes! There's our guy. Get him, doggo! God, I'm so close to dead. Hey, pulled it off. Our toughest, the second most difficult combat yet after the super mutants at that water treatment plant has now been a horde of blood bugs and bloat flies. Okay, let's find a settlement to head off to here. I think I saw some updates in Starlight, so let's go there. That's been kind of our that is our main base for this playthrough. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like this thing updated or upgraded. Arissa, I heard you say something in passing about scrap anything. Oh, excuse me. As long as I don't use city plans, will there be any problem with it? So the biggest problems with the big giant scrap mods are that they break the pre-combines in the game. So the way the game world is set up is big chunks of stuff. So for example, you see all that cement right in front of me there? That's actually made up of a few different meshes, and it is all combined into a single entity, like so that it takes up less memory. It makes it so that you can't interact with it in the settlement, and the scrap mods will make those things scrappable, and it breaks the pre-combine. And there are a couple of problems with this. One is there are weird issues with syncing collision. So if you think about like floor foundations or plots with the foundations, like those have a lot of trouble with the broken pre-combines. And the other one that has a lot of problem with them is nav mesh. So you'll have a lot of issues with the nav mesh when you've got the pre-combines all busted up. And then of course there's performance hits. Like you're adding that many more items that the game has to keep track of. And so it's just a matter of like the engine was not designed to have broken pre-combines. It doesn't like it. And those scrap mods tend to make so many more things scrappable that you're basically like tempting fate with this engine. All right, guys, take care and enjoy the mods.